Hello and welcome to the Gooner Talk, back again with you guys for another episode of our Quick Take series. This is of course a show in which I get the views of all the podcast boys and get their thoughts ahead of the next fixture. I did the Eyes of the Opposition show yesterday for you with Mark Goldbridge of the United Stand, so if you want to go and check that out, please do go click the link in the description, that will take you to it. I've also done a tactical breakdown looking at an article that I wrote, which is again in the description for you to check out, on who should start the game against Manchester United. But you are here to hear the thoughts of the other guys from the show, and we're going to jump straight into things, so sit back, relax and enjoy.
Hey guys, it's Matt Webb from the Gooner Talk at Webby AFC 182. Man United away, I don't have a lot of hope for, I've got to be honest. This is a real quick one for me today. We've not won there in the Premier League for the last 12 games. So Man United are on a 12-game unbeaten run in the Premier League against Arsenal. I know both teams are quite weak. Man United have got a few injury problems. I think we'll still be without Lacazette. I don't think we'll be playing holding. So for me, hopefully we'll get a draw. I'll be honest, my gut feel is that we'll probably lose. We'll probably give away a penalty. We might give away 2 penalties. Man United have had loads of penalties this season, and we seem to have given away loads as well. So, you know, let's hope I'm wrong. Let's hope that we can go over there and do the business and capitalise on their kind of flaws at the moment as well, which is, you know, their defence. Their defence is poor, just like us. It could be a really interesting game because both teams are so weak in different areas. We've both got a lot of woes, and neither team is performing anywhere near what would be expected with the strength of players that they've got. It could go either way, but given the fact that they've got the home advantage, and you know they seem to get loads of bias towards them, and the refs seem to be always on their side, I can only see it going the other way for us. But look, let's hope I'm wrong. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the game.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Andy from the Gooners podcast. My preview for this weekend's match, or Monday's match against Manchester United, I think we're going to come out as we did against Liverpool and Tottenham, strong. I think we're going to press. I think that we are going to capitalize on how poor United are playing, and I think we'll get a goal or two early in the match. But with this Arsenal team, I don't see us keeping a lead. So I could see us getting pegged back pretty quickly and then being on kind of the ropes for the last 20 to 30 minutes of the match. But ultimately, I think we come out of the game with a 2-1 win. From a lineup perspective, I don't really expect us to see Holding or Tierney as we saw midweek. However, you know, having the two of them back in the squad obviously makes us stronger, so maybe seeing them integrated at some point. But, yeah, I'm a little concerned about that right-hand side with Chambers at right back. I know he's been playing really well, but United have some players with pace. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say 2-1, away win. I think we're going to start strong and end a little bit on the ropes.
Lee Judges here, giving my prediction for the Man United game coming up on Monday night. Well, we're here again, aren't we, with this game. Manchester United certainly are not at their best. But we never seem to do well against them, you know. When we was vulnerable going back in the day, Manchester United always come to Emirates and give us a good seeing to. And I'm hoping and praying that one day we can return the favour. Unfortunately, I've been saying this for the last 2 or 3 seasons now, when I thought that this is the worst Man United team I've seen, and then they've still gone and got results against us, whether it be beating us 3-2 or drawing with us. Difficult to predict because it is that so unpredictable, this game, from that point of view. But looking at it though, 12 years. I was told today that since we've won at Old Trafford, and everybody's sort of expecting us to go there and win this game. For me, my heart is saying that we can win it. My head's saying it's the best we can get is a draw. But realistically, if Arsenal have got any chance or any ambitions of getting to the top four, they've got to win this game when they've got a 17-year-old kid playing up front. We should be able to keep a clean sheet. Will we? I doubt it. The news is that Granit Xhaka is the captain, so he'll be playing as a holding player. So we're going to be vulnerable at the back, whatever happens. So, but I just feel that with what we've got going forward, we may just nick this. And I'm going to go for Manchester United 1, Arsenal 2.
Hey, Gooner Talk listeners, this is John coming to you from Miami at 305cast, the Arsenal Miami podcast on Twitter. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my thoughts on the upcoming match against United at Old Trafford. This is a weird one for us. It's a historically difficult fixture for us to win for some reason. Something always seems to go wrong, whether it's a red card or a bad ref call or some penalty or injury. There's always some weird crap going on at Old Trafford. Doesn't matter who's playing, so I don't care about any of this mind games that Ole might be playing. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It should, on paper it should matter, but it just seems not to for this fixture for some reason. We haven't won there since Welbeck scored in the FA Cup and scored the winner there, which was great. And we haven't won in the league since 2006 when we were Champions League finalists. And the similarities between that game and this one could potentially be there, that we'll have a yellow kit, a lanky African-descended striker, and a German goalkeeper, and a Spaniard in the midfield. So hopefully we can emulate that, win 1-0. There was that whole Fabregas to Adebayor and celebrating in Old Trafford. That was a lot of fun, so maybe we can recreate that, obviously without Fabregas and Adebayor. But, maybe we can do it. It's one of those matches that's just impossible to tell. And, now with this news of Xhaka being the captain, we'll see what's going on with the team, whether they can push through it or what, without getting into that too much. It's Old Trafford. It's Old Trafford. All bets are off when it comes to it's like derbies and away to Old Trafford seems to be the two for us. So, if history tells us anything, we're going to draw this one or lose. If my heart tells me anything, it's that we're going to win 2-0 or 2-1 rather. And I think I'm going to go with 2-1. So that's my prediction. 2-1 to the Arsenal. We're going to finally get this hoodoo off our back. It's just so hard for me to predict anything but a win for Arsenal. But this time, and I keep saying this every season, it just seems like a United side that's ready for the taking. And if their performance, in the Carabao Cup or anything, as much as you want to take into that, I'm going to go with 2-1 to the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners, let's go. Get this off our back. Let's move on.
It's that time of year again. The Masterclass at Old Trafford between Arsenal and Man United. Is it a game between two of the Premiership greats? Or, if we want to look at it more accurately, a game between two clubs that are in serious decline and both need major surgery? All will be revealed on Monday. If you look at the last time Man United won the title was in 2013, and the last time Arsenal won the title was in 2004. Both lost long-term managers. Arsenal already declined with their long-term manager, and that's why he left. And Man United, since their long-term manager left in 2013, have not seen any success since then. In terms of the game, a lot of Arsenal fans are under this mistaken impression that we are the favourites going in. All I've got to say to yourself is relax yourself. If you see our performances against Watford and see our performance against Aston Villa, we shouldn't be going there with any sort of overconfidence. We shouldn't be counting our chickens. Although Man United are going through what I consider to be a rough patch, it's not written in stone that we're going to go there and dominate the game. You've got to realise that this is a game that can galvanise Man United's season. It's also a game in which some of their big players can turn up. But if Arsenal are going to win at Old Trafford, two things we need to do is be at the front foot. Also, what we need to do as well is prevent the crosses coming in on the byline. We should not, under any circumstances, let Danny James go down the byline or put his crosses in because they're dangerous. And also, we need to watch out for Wan-Bissaka as well on that right-hand side. If we can manage to neutralise Man United on those two sides, we've got a very good chance of winning. Also, the midfield battle is going to be very important, so selection has to be of very importance to Unai Emery. But if you're asking for my prediction, I'm going to go for 1-1. I'll speak to you guys later, and as usual, I just hope I'm proved wrong.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ola from the Gooner TV. Just coming to you with my quick take video on the Manchester United versus Arsenal game on Monday Night Football. This is the game that used to it was the big game. It was the game everybody was looking forward to. Aside from the North London derby, this was the game. But as years gone by, both of us is just we're languishing in Europa League, and we've fallen far from grace. Having said all of that, this is still a big fixture. This is still a very, very big fixture. And in the context of the season, this is a game that we have to go and win. We're playing on Monday night, so we would have lost a few places in the league because of the games that would have taken place on Saturday and Sunday. So it adds that extra little pressure to it. But what are my expectations in terms of what I'm looking for in the game? I expect us to go and dominate in an attacking way. We got attacking players. That's the one thing we've got over Manchester United. Manchester United bought Maguire for 80 million, brought in Aaron Wan-Bissaka, which haven't played. He hasn't been bad for them at all. Maguire, maybe his partnership with Lindelof has been a little bit shaky, but when you look at it, we can still get at that back four, and De Gea definitely not been convincing. But at the same time, our midfield with Xhaka in there, the manager keeps sticking with Xhaka. I don't know what's going on with that, but the other players we've got in the midfield like Guendouzi, people like Ceballos, Willock, I expect those guys to take the game to Manchester United. It's a game that I'm actually expecting us to do well in this game, considering we don't do well at Old Trafford at all. If you ask me, if you're pressing me for predictions in this game, I'm looking at a 4-2 game. I'm expecting us to win 4-2. I hope when we go there, we get on the front foot. We go there and try and take initiative and not be so open in defense. But if we play as well as I think we can play, we can get the result that we need. Come on, Arsenal.
Oh, Granit Xhaka, man. Honestly, I don't get it, but I'm not in the dressing room. They don't allow me in there anymore, so what the hell. Anyway, this is Mike from the Gooners podcast with your quick take for the week, Arsenal versus Manchester United. Thank you, Sky Sports, for moving this game to Monday so that no one can drink the appropriate amounts of alcohol that we need to have during the game unless you are unemployed and have no other responsibilities. But hey, that's most Gooners. So I'm hearing that Xhaka has nude pictures of everyone on Arsenal, all the staff, all the coaches, and threatened to release them unless they made him captain. I don't get it. But look, let's support him. Let's support our team, and let's just watch the howlers continue. As for the game, look, it's all about the back four. We saw some amazing performances from our new boys, from our returning boys, from our young boys, from our great boys, from our English boys, from our Scottish boy. Look, it's all about the boys as far as I'm concerned. That's our new starting four in the back is what we need to see. Will we see Chambers on Monday? Will we see Tierney on Monday? Will we see Holding on Monday? I say yes. Bellerin apparently not ready to play 90, so I don't know that you can start him, but let's see these guys play and see what they can do. We've really, literally got nothing else to lose on defense. So will we even see Mustafi in there? Who knows? He's the clean sheet meister now. Anyway, as for the game, I think I've done 4 or 5 of these and haven't gotten a prediction even remotely close yet, so let's hope that continues. I'm going to go with 2-1 United. And you can thank me when we win the game on Monday. So, again, Mike from the Gooners podcast. Come on, you Gooners.
There you have it, all their views. Nice to have a Mike that isn't as drunk as he was last time. And also good to have good old Andy from the Gooners pod back too. To consider, I mean, he has not stopped talking about this
ACL injury. I mean, it's like the world needs to know that he had his knee injured. And for me, as someone who, when he had his knee injury, never even mentioned it, it's getting on my nerves, frankly. It's getting on my nerves. But go send Andy the best wishes on his recovery back from that, of course. And obviously great to hear from the other boys as well. We will have the podcast on most likely Tuesday, seeing as our game is on Monday. I believe Mr. Drew Thompson will be returning. Been out for a little bit. He's bringing him back into the fold. It's a little bit like Rob Holding. And he'll be joined by John, Miami John, who obviously fantastic speaker and is always massively welcome to come back onto the show. As always, I'm rambling. So I'm now going to say goodbye to you. As I always give you my prediction, I said it on the show with Mark Goldbridge, and that was a sneaky 2-1 win at Old Trafford. So you have mine, you've got the boys. It's going to be interesting to see how that stacks up in our league table too, which you can see on your screen now. But yes, it's really annoying that Wayne got that prediction right last week. But if you've enjoyed the show, please give it a like, please subscribe and turn those notifications on so you can join into our live shows. But other than that, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you again very soon for the Raw Reaction show straight after the Manchester United game. But let's keep our fingers crossed. Hope for a big result at Old Trafford for the first time in a long time. And as always, up the Arsenal.